So let me share this with you. When you know you're pretty from the roots, so let me chant out. Refuse the pen that saturates the state of being righteous. 'Cause I don't wait in vain for your love, babe.
Okay, hey, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, my name is Nisi B, baby, don't forget the baby. First things first, I want to thank my cousin for letting me know about his EP that is actually Bomb AF, and that's where that first song that I was just, singing along to came from. So if you guys want to check it out, go ahead and check it out. Today is the most awaited, the most requested video ever. It is my lock journey, my lock video, my lock talk, whatever you want to call it. It's that video because, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I didn't always have locks. I got locks, well, I'll get more into it, but I started my locks in Korea when I was living abroad. Now I'm gonna start this off with, I'm not a professional. I'm still learning my own hair. Half the time I'm too lazy to learn my own hair, but I try to get the tips that I feel like work for me. And my hair has been healthy thus far. I do bare minimum, because I feel like with locks you shouldn't be doing too much, but I'll get into that later. So let's get into my lock journey, where it started, any difficulties I've had. We'll get into products and stuff. We'll just kind of go down nitty gritty, okay? 2018, March, started my locks in Korea. Prior to having locks, I had natural hairstyles, I had braids, I had everything, you name it. Because from a very young age, and I'll insert a picture here, I had braids. My mom, I was like her little doll. She used to braid my hair. And some people find that concerning because braids can be heavy, but obviously if I'm her baby, she's taking care of the edges. An issue that I had when I was younger was that I used to suck my finger and pick out my hair. But my mom found it so stressful because, the only thing she could really do for my hair was braids, and half the time I couldn't put them up because my hair was missing. Like, I had no edges, sis. I had no edges. Eventually one day I just stopped sucking my finger and picking out my hair. I don't know, the edges grew back, thankfully, because with the amount of picking I was doing, like, I would literally sit down, thumb in mouth, roll the ball, pick it out. It wouldn't be painful. I would just pick out my hair. It was so bad. High school, my mom let me take it out, and then she let me, it was free reign on my hair, and my hair was so long, my hair broke off. And then, eventually I went natural. That was a struggle. So I've been through it. I've had the braids, I've had the weaves, I've had the crochet, I've had this, I've had that. When I made the decision to do locks, like, people were shocked because they're like, oh my God, you're doing locks? You're not going to want to keep them. But in all actuality, yes, I did, because for me, that was something I had thought about doing multiple times. So pretty much, a friend of mine and I had been talking about it. She was also in Korea. And I believe she found the loctician who started her locks. And when I realized there was a loctician, after us having the conversation and everything, I was like, yo, that's dope. I want to go to this lady too for a consultation. So my friend gave me all of her information, and I went to Miss Kurt. So if you're in Korea, Miss Kurt might still be there, but I'm not sure she is, because I know people get confused. You started your locks in Korea? Yes, I did. But Miss Kurt is a Black American woman. Now, she did do a tester, which you should always get done, like a little tester twist to see, so the loctician can see how your hair reacts and how, like, it moves and all that fun stuff. And then they can kind of advise how you should start your locks. So for me, I didn't know much about locks at all. I didn't know that there were certain patterns. I didn't know that there were multiple ways to start them. I didn't know there were multiple ways to maintain them. So my number one advice for anyone starting locks is do your research. Maybe even, there's a lot of women on YouTube who have locks. Look at their videos, listen to their journey, look at their hair texture, be realistic with yourself, and see if you guys have the same hair texture, because if you don't, locks, every set of locks is different regardless, but if someone has a thick hair texture like yours, you could get a slight idea of how your hair would react to being locked. I have a 4C hair pattern, and so my hair is ideal for locking because it's thick, it doesn't come loose easily, and we're good to go. But someone with a looser curl pattern, like, maybe, I don't know what letter or number to give you because I only pay attention to mine, but you might have an issue with your locks because you have to wash your hair, right? And your hair might come loose very quickly. So that's something else to keep in mind. However, don't be discouraged. You can still get locks, right? It's just that you have to be aware that your hair might take a little bit longer to lock, and there are ways to kind of help that along. As I said, I'm not a professional, but these are things I've noticed. So with that being said, I'll get into what my pattern is. So I decided on a brick pattern. I'll have to put a picture of it here. So they're not in a perfect line. With a grid pattern, it's like if you look at a grid piece of paper, is literally that. You will have perfect squares. There are diamonds that you can do. There are tons of different shapes that you can do for your locks. I chose square. I don't believe in perfect locks, those perfect clean look, and the perfect clean look, and a lot of people like the perfect clean look, but it's not for me. I like this look. That's why I'm doing my video like this. I could have easily washed my hair right now, or washed my hair last night, done a fresh retwist and came on camera, but this is my favorite state to have my hair in, where it's not like super messy, but it's worn in, you know. It has that natural look to it. So yeah, I have a brick pattern, and I started my hair with 2-strand twists. I just like that better. It's something that you can easily wear out. Comb coils, I didn't know if my hair would be able to work with it. I'm sure it would have been, but I just wasn't interested. Interlocking, I was not interested because it looked really skinny and I didn't like that, and like I wanted to be able to wear my hair on road, and it takes a while. Though those are good methods to go about if you'd like. I just find that 2-strand twists are a very adaptable style. You can wear them anywhere and it doesn't look out of place. I'm not saying the other ones look out of place, but they just won't look as, to me, they don't look as natural as if you have a 2-strand twist. Cool? So just to recap, I started my locks in 2018. I started them with 2-strand twists, and I have the brick pattern. So let's talk about my journey. Let's talk about what that looked like. I can show you guys a picture. This is when I first got my locks done. Okay? So after I first got my locks done, I was like, eee, because your hair shrinks. And I had a puff. And imagine going from a puff to like the little locks. It's like, where did all that hair go? And what she was explaining to me was that I have a lot of hair, but my strands are thin. What I did, which I'm not gonna say I wouldn't recommend to people, because there are tons of ways that you can cover your locks if you're not comfortable with them when you first get them done. What I did was I purchased quite a few wigs and I wore them. The only issue with that is that the comb at the back will undo your back row of locks 9 out of 10 times. And that's why every time I went to my loctician, she was like, why is the back undone? Everything else is fine, but I'm always redoing the back. Like, I'm telling you, my back locks, my back set are probably the newest. They're probably 3 months behind the rest of my hair, because for 3 months straight I was wearing wigs and messing up my hair. So that was one thing that I struggled with, just being comfortable with my locks. I think it may have been 3 months in, like I said, and I was finally comfortable enough to just start wearing the twist out. I was tired of covering up my hair. My head was hot because it was summer, and summer in Daegu was not a joke. Now, I will say that other things that people do, they do lock extensions, they do braids, because you can braid your locks, and a lot of people don't know that. You could do twists, you could crochet them, you could do a bunch of stuff. So a big issue that I encountered as soon as I started my locks was my scalp. I've always had an issue with my scalp. My scalp has always been super dry, like it's always been like in shambles. So, you know, my loctician, she was worrying me a bit. She's making it seem like I might have to cut my locks off. It's not that deep. You just have to find ways to maintain your hair. I've yet to go to a dermatologist. I went to one in Korea and it was a shit show. Like, they don't know black hair, so his recommendation was a medicated shampoo that I should use in my hair every day. If you guys know black hair, you shouldn't be washing it every day. You just shouldn't be. It's not for us, you know what I mean? Like, it will dry. If you don't mind your hair being brittle as hell, then wash your hair every day. But if you actually care about your hair, you won't do that. She started doing treatments on my hair, so that's something I can get into too. So she started doing like treatments. I think they had like tea tree oil in them, peppermint oil. We stayed away from coconut oil because I discovered that that was causing a lot of issues for my scalp. Once I stopped using coconut oil, it helped a bit, but not like, it wasn't gone, and it still isn't. So she started using a medicated shampoo in my hair, a tea gel shampoo, which I actually have here to show you guys. So this is it. This is the shampoo I still use to this day. It's a medicated therapeutic shampoo. So if you have any scalp issues, you might want to try this. You can get it at, we have Shoppers Drug Mart here in Canada, but whatever your like pharmacy-esque, like also like daily need stores, Brexall, I don't know what you guys have, go there and you should be able to find this from Neutrogena, or you can probably find it online, and it says controls dandruff and symptoms associated with dandruff. It smells really bad. It smells like, it smells awful. My mom hates the smell of it, but I need it for my hair. So, but yeah, so she started doing like hot oil treatments on me. She started using that shampoo. And yeah, we started working on it and it got better. So once I discovered that my locks were, or my scalp was in this terrible condition, I had to start washing my hair more often. This is important that I forgot to mention at the beginning, but the way that people maintain their hair, there's a couple different ways you can do it. Well, two. You interlock or you palm roll. I initially wanted to do palm rolling because I was told that interlocking was the devil. Don't do it, it'll put a hole in your locks, bop, bop, bop. All this talk about interlocking, I was told not to do it. Now, when this scalp thing came up, it became problematic because I need to wash my hair more often due to the scalp issue. And I palm roll, I'm going to wash out all the product in like 2 weeks. So when I have to do it bi-weekly, I don't want to have to be putting more product, twisting the hair again. At that point, I came to the conclusion, I'm like, you know, what can I do to help my hair lock at the back? Because everything else was doing well, except for the back of my hair. So she's like, you could try interlocking, which she had been trying to get me to do for a minute. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Let's do some interlocking. So from August 2018 until April 2019, around April, maybe May was the last one. Because I was doing a lot of traveling and interlocking was working so well for me, and I was able to wash my hair whenever I wanted, and my hair was locking in the back. And I liked it. I liked it because the scalp situation was really stressful. And as opposed to washing my hair and it being messy and unruly, I was able to manage my hair. So those are the perks to interlocking. I didn't notice any thinning with my hair or anything because I just didn't do it for that long. I went back to palm rolling probably around June of 2019, and I have been palm rolling ever since. Have not done any interlocking since then. But I would say my advice to you guys is if you're starting your lock journey and you notice that your hair is not locking 3 months in, inquire about interlocking. See if your loctician would be willing to. Because the thing about interlocking is when you interlock, you don't really have to go back to your loctician for a month. Like, it's not like 2 weeks. No, because with palm rolling, if you want your hair to be fresh and you don't know how to do it yourself, you're going to end up going to a loctician again and again to get your hair redone. Obviously, if you know how to do a quick like retwist, which I feel like everyone should learn how to do, you know, you won't have that issue. But if you are not doing your hair yourself, you will. So I think interlocking is good because every 3 months I was able to go back to them. Like, I could maintain my hair until then. It's not really good to switch back and forth. So, you know, if you're doing one of them, do it for a while and then switch back, but choose the path you want to go down. People say that it's good to interlock your hair at least once a year as well. So it's not a crime to do an interlock once a year. And it's also not a crime if interlocking is your chosen style. You just have to really look into it. So my preferred method is palm rolling, but I do a little interlock here and there. Like, once Corona's over, I'll probably start with an interlock. Honestly, because I haven't. And plus, I like the interlock because it gives you like that same natural look you have to your hair. But yeah, once Corona's over, I think that's going to be my first move. Like, get someone who can interlock my hair. I know I had a couple questions on Instagram, and one of them was, what do I moisturize my hair with? So I've gone through this. I used to just spray regular water in my hair and, you know, oil my scalp every so often. But what I've switched to is rose water, okay? So this is the brand I'm using right now. It's from Heritage Store. And it smells good, and it keeps my hair moisturized. I mix my own and I pour them in these bottles, but the originals that come out of these bottles, the Aunt Jackie's, like grapeseed and avocado, these ones here are really good for just moisture, like when you need to oil your hair after you wash it. I think that's what I use. Those are my main things. I don't go in because you shouldn't be weighing down your hair with products. So rose water, some of this for like hot oil treatments or for like just oiling your scalp. That's good. Adding a little bit to your hair. You don't want to weigh down your locks too much. That's dope. So let me tell you about my wash day. So what I do first is I scratch my scalp so I can lift all the dirt. And then I use my tea gel, right? So I use this. I was just using a nourishing shampoo and a conditioner. And I know I'm not supposed to use conditioner now, but I'm trying to bring all that moisture back in my hair. So I've stopped using conditioner as of lately. And what I'm doing now is hot oil treatment. So I will wash my hair with that very drying tea gel shampoo. Then I will follow it up with a hot oil treatment. I usually put like a plastic bag or a shower cap on my head. And I have, hold on, let me show you guys what I have. I don't really use it. I use this sometimes. Oh shit. I attach it to my blow dryer and I put it on my head. And this helps my hot oil treatment go faster. Because like it heats up, right? You have to attach it to a blow dryer, but then you have to hold it in a certain position. It's really annoying. I can't just put it down. But my little brother has one that has the box thingy attached. So you just plug everything in and he chills and plays on his tablet. So I should probably get one of those. It's called a jet bonnet. It looks like this. And then after I do that, I wash my hair with a nourishing shampoo. But you want to make sure your shampoos are sulfate free, which once again I learned recently because I was just using the shampoo because it said nourishing and tea tree and I wasn't paying attention to anything else. This shampoo was recommended. It's one of the, and this is sulfate free on the back. It's thick and full biotin and collagen shampoo. It's that OGX brand, so I bought it yesterday. And when I do my retwist, this is what I use. Talia Waheed Lock It Gel. and it's a really good gel. Okay, should be able to get it at your local beauty supply, but it might be sold out because it's bomb AF. Locking gel. Can I tell you guys light? Let me show you. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Too much. Like, it's literally like this, and you don't need a lot. I have these clips. You should invest in them. They're at the hair store. Pick them up. If you guys want a close-up of my hair, which I haven't done, it's just my hair. These are my locks. It's the back of my hair. No idea what it looks like back there. I'm really pleased with the size of my locks. I'm really pleased with the thickness of my locks. It's wonderful. Other things that have happened, the other day I had to cut a lock, but I kept it because you can reattach it. That I had was, who's retightening my locks these days? I shouldn't be, but I've gone to a variety of different people to try them out, and there are people I've written off because one person knotted my lock at the back and I was pissed. TLC in the West End is dope. They're cool. I like them. And I've also gone to Home Spa Femme. That's another one I gone to. I really like them too. Gone to Breda Galrin. She was good for an interlock. Showed you guys my hair from all angles. Showed you guys some pics. So overall, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope it was somewhat helpful to you. I'm sorry I'm not a super profesh, but I've been asked about my hair so many times I felt like it was time to make a video. My favorite thing about my lock journey is just watching the changes and watching how quickly my hair grows. And I'm looking forward to being a locked up baddie by the end of this, hair down to the ankles. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope you did find it helpful. And if you did, make sure you go ahead and send it to a friend. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on my social media. And I think that's pretty much it for today. So as always, it's a peace, and it's a love, and it's a annyeong. Bye.
I don't